push it, push, keep pushing, push it, push, keep pushing, push it, push, keep pushing. No matter what you're going through, I want to see you push it, push, keep pushing, push it.
Good evening. I'm your host, Maham, the mentor. And today, man, we're going to be talking about Wendy Williams and mental health, man. It's a serious issue that I take aware of it. I believe in it. It's real. So we're going to look at a video in case you're not aware of what's going on so we can bring you up to topic. So let's see what's going on with Wendy Williams.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. Wendy Williams always said she wanted to come back to daytime television, but she has an even bigger challenge than anyone would have imagined. We're learning that the former talk show host has been diagnosed with a form of dementia. Stephen Fabian has details.
Heartbreaking news. Wendy Williams is suffering from dementia and aphasia, the same disorder that has stricken actor Bruce Willis. In a press release issued today under Wendy's name, her care team reveals after undergoing a battery of medical tests, Wendy was officially diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. It says aphasia is impacting Wendy's language and communication abilities, and it calls her dementia a progressive disorder impacting behavior and cognitive functions. The news broke just moments before The View came to an end today.
We wanted to update you on some news that has just broke concerning Wendy Williams. Wendy and her care team just released a statement that she's been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. Our hearts go straight out to her.
Wendy's care team says the diagnosis came after the legendary talk show host underwent a battery of tests here at Weill Cornell Medicine in New York City. That information was released as speculation mounted about her whereabouts. Now, right now, she's in an undisclosed facility known only to her court-appointed guardian. Even her own family says they have no idea where she is. Wendy's niece, Alex Finney, appeared on The View promoting the upcoming Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?
Her ultimate decision was that everybody's telling my story, no matter how painful it is. I want to tell it.
She didn't say a word about the dementia diagnosis, which was announced by Wendy's PR team. We spoke to neurologist Dr. Leah Kroll.
This is a progressive disorder, and there is no known cure or medication that we could give to slow the disease process down. And so, in general, things will gradually get worse with time.
Bruce Willis was forced to retire from acting after his diagnosis in 2022. His family gives regular updates on his condition and shares heartwarming video of him, like this birthday celebration.
Rat at it.
You really have to hand it to Wendy Williams and Bruce Willis in terms of how generous and brave it is of them to come out with this. This is not a diagnosis that's easy to be open about at all, and they're doing us such a beautiful service by drawing attention to it.
In this just released clip from the documentary, you see Wendy like you've never seen her before, without her signature glamorous wigs. The documentary is so raw and so revealing that Wendy's niece was asked if the former talk show host is being exploited.
How do you respond to that? Well, I respond to that by saying I was not paid. Right. Sitting here today, I haven't taken a dime. I'm not getting paid off of this. This is literally just a labor of love and fighting for your family.
So as you can see, man, that's basically what people are saying, man. But mental health, Wendy Williams. When I see this right here, it reminds me of, for those who don't know, I did 17 years incarcerated, right? And during the first half of my time, man, I used to constantly get in trouble, right? And so they told one of the avenues, or one of the ways you can get out of a lot of hard time is by playing like you have a mental problem, saying you have a mental health issue, right? So a lot of people, they go down there, talk to the psych, and they say, oh, man, I got a psych problem, man, I got a mental health issue. And they talk to a psychiatrist, and they give them pills, and they go over there, and they get excused for a lot of the stuff that they can do. You know what I'm saying? They get out of trouble. So, I kept getting in trouble. So finally, one of my homeboys said, man, you need to go down there and talk to the psych, man. and see if you can get, one of them things, and you can get one of them passes. If you can, you can fool them and make them think you crazy. They can make them cases go away. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, really? All I gotta do is go down to the place to tell these people that I got a psychological problem, and I won't get no more disciplinary cases in TDC. Yeah. So I said, okay, well, let me go down here and talk to this psych. I went down there. It was an older white lady I was talking to, and when I saw her, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna say whatever I can to try to convince this lady that I got a psychological problem. So I got a rough life already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling this lady, which she's kind of reading off my card anyway, about my life. You know what I'm saying? I tell her, you know, my daddy was murdered before I was born. My mama OD'd on heroin. I went through 6 foster care. Especially I got shot when I was 13. Got hit by a car. Blah blah blah. I'm breaking it down. Poor me. Blah blah blah. That woman looked me right in my face after me saying all of that, and she says, "Sir, you do not have a psychological problem. You have a behavior problem. You've been through a lot of stuff. You're supposed to be acting accordingly. You're acting like you're supposed to, but you don't have a psychological problem. People who have a psychological problem cannot think, and they cannot comprehend on what goes on in present time. But you calculated everything that happened, A, B, C, D. You told me your life story. You were on point. You said all that. Crazy people can't recollect like that. So you're not crazy. You don't have a psychological problem. You know exactly what's going on. So you have a behavior problem. That means that you know what you're doing and you just don't want to do right. So you can change that problem. So why are you really in my office talking to me? And I looked at that white lady. I said, man, they told me if I came down here and saw you, that you could give me some psych medicine and put me on psych, and they would ship me off the unit so I could stay out of trouble. This was on the Wallace unit. So the woman said, okay, well, I can get you off the unit, but you don't have a psychological problem, so I wouldn't play with that. But I'm going to get you off the unit. So they ended up shipping me to the Smith unit. But that lady was correct. The lady was correct. After I left that unit, I changed my behavior. I stopped getting into trouble, and I was able to make adjustments. But I do know that in 2024, people make excuses on mental health. They just, oh, he got mental health issues, and they don't tell. They're afraid to tell the person that they may have a behavior problem when you don't have a psychological problem. Now, in prison, for those people who don't want to mind, right? If you don't want to mind, and prison has custody levels that they use to try to control your behavior, right? When you come to prison, you're in general population, right? G1 population, right? You're in there, you get to come out in the day room, you get to be out of your cell the majority of the day. You get to go into the day room, watch TV, go play rec or whatever, right? But if you mess up, they restrict your freedoms. You don't get to come out of your cell. You only get to come out of your cell 4 hours a day, and you only get to watch a little bit of TV. And, so they limit your activities. G5, you don't come out of your cell at all except to work. Aggregated segregation, you don't come out of your cell at all except to shower. Now, if you still are just acting crazy in prison after going through all of that, they will start giving you, they will strap you down and they will shoot you with Thorazine or some type of tranquilizer, right? They got some type of medicine that they give inmates in prison that will calm you down, but the side effects of it is this Wendy Williams types of activity. I don't know where they be acting like they don't know what's going on, right? So, and when I first got to the prison, a lot of my OGs and stuff like that, the people older than me, they told me, hey man, be careful, man. Don't be walking down, don't be playing with that psych medicine. Don't take that psych medicine. That psych medicine will mess you up. And I'm like, what you mean the psych medicine will mess you up? And you'll see, and I'm sure if you got somebody, if anybody got that you watching this video, you got somebody who's been incarcerated, ask them how the people act who's been on that psych medicine for a couple of years or months or whatever. They start taking that psych medicine. Watch how it changed human beings from dealing with whatever they're dealing with to not, they don't know what's going on. They just you know and that's what that psych medicine do. So I'll be watching it, man, and I'm saying if they got that psych medicine there to control people in there, We, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a form of control in there, psych medicine. And if they give you that psych medicine, man, it's just like they slowly calm you down, man. And now they got kids on psych medicine and all this, some type of tranquilizer, man. But I never saw and heard nothing positive happen out of anybody that's been taking that type of psych medicine in prison. And now I'm looking at Wendy Williams and all the rest of these celebrities where these things start happening to them, man. I'll be wondering, is it a coincidence? Is it the same medicine? I don't know. But man, our prayers go out to Wendy Williams. I hope you get better. I hate you going through the situation that you're in. I don't think we should be condemning you for you doing a job, you trying to provide a living for you and your family. I believe that you're worthy of respect. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Mayhem the mentor. But if you knew better, you do better. The more you know, the less you can't be manipulated by anybody, even me. Over and out.
Push it. Push it. Push it. Push. Keep pushing. Push it. Push. Keep pushing.